Hey everybody, Justin here with Northern Colorado Rideshare, and it's been a little bit since I did a video. I've been super busy with other things other than the driving stuff, but I have been driving a little bit. Just been really busy with work and some personal stuff. We've been traveling, doing some things, but I want to do this video. I know that Userve recently did some updates, and I know they're still doing some updates on iOS. They're still having some issues. That was rough. People are mad. Let's admit it. It rolled out really hard. But I know that those folks over at Userve have been working super hard to get that fixed. I don't think anybody on their end could ever imagine that that rollout would go as bad as it did, and I'm sure that they've learned a lot from that, and things will probably be a lot different in the future. But I want to do this video because I've been behind Userve since I found out about it, and I think it's a great platform. I got to meet Chris Soest and Harold Franz when they were here in Denver a few months back. And they're passionate about what they're doing. They know they've got a good product, and they're just trying to expand it. I mean, they're in 153 markets now, which is awesome. It's growing. I've noticed here the past week, I'm running an Android platform, and I noticed about a week ago when they did that last update, it seemed to fix everything. We're getting about a reservation a day that I'm seeing. I'm not running all platforms. I'm not running XL anymore. So there may be more that I'm not seeing on that XL side or the Lyft Plus side. But I'm seeing about one a day. The other day there was a couple pickups over at the airport. I was too busy to put in for any of those, but they're starting to roll out. I like some of the updates that they've done. I like the bank. I like how we can... it's more transparent. They've put more stuff on there. You can see your referral incentives money. You can see, incentive from your trips. You can see that money. It gives you cancellation, no-show, shows you the positive side on that. And then it also shows you on the deduction side, right? So your reservation fees when you put in and get a ride, cancellation, no-show fees for us, like if we don't show up as drivers, all that stuff's there, and I like that. It really shows it. I think it's more transparent. You kind of see where your money's either coming from or going. You can still see your lifetime referrals on there, which is cool. All your trip stuff. I like that. I like that new layout there. Another thing that I like is the cancellation and no-show policies. They've changed that a little bit. If you haven't looked at that, I highly recommend always going to the website. They've done a really good job of updating information on the website. But the cancellation policies changed a little bit. So if a rider cancels within the window, the 2-hour window, if they cancel that ride on us, if whatever the incentive was, you get that as the driver, plus you get the cancellation fee. So I think it's $4. I think it's $5, but Userve takes $1. So we get the $4 plus whatever the incentive is. So I think that's going to be good too. As people learn, about the platform more, hopefully those cancellations won't really show up. But we now get that incentive, whatever the offered incentive was going to be. So that's nice. I think that'll help out a lot. I think it'll help riders understand that we are putting in our time. We're not just, they are not the only ones that we're there to take around. So I think this will help out with that. Plus, it's nicer for us drivers if we get canceled on, kind of last minute. We've put in that time and effort to schedule our time. So, getting that little extra with that incentive is going to be nice. What else? Oh, the pre-authorizations on the card. I'm a member of a ton of Userve groups, Facebook page groups across the country. I've been invited by the Userve folks, and I see since they started this change where when you show interest in a ride, there's going to be a pre-authorization of 99 cents on your card that you supplied. A lot of people were confused about that. Maybe didn't understand it completely, thought they were being charged. If they got selected, they saw the 99-cent charge, so they thought that they were being double charged. But it's just a pre-authorization, just like a restaurant does, just like a lot of gas stations do, hotels do it, rental car places do it. They want to make sure that funds are there on the card. And I can see where Userve is coming from on that, because if you show interest in a ride and they don't do a pre-authorization, and then all of a sudden you get selected for the ride and they go to run that card for the 99 cents and it's not there, that's extra work that Userve now has to go through to either try to get that 99 cents, or in some cases, I don't know what they're doing on that end, but they may have been writing stuff off, which is a complete loss, and it sucks for them. So the pre-authorization piece, I like that too. It just makes sure that that money's there in your account. When they start upping that price, for both the rider and the driver on those reservation fees, 99 cents doesn't seem like a lot, but if you've got 100 cancellations a month, or if you get 100 of those a month that maybe there's no funds in the account, that's a lot of money that they lost. Imagine when they go to like $2.99 for a reservation fee, every time someone doesn't have funds in there, that totally sucks. So that pre-authorization, I like that. Not a big deal. The other piece that I believe that they're doing on that is when you start earning incentives or referral incentives, if you've got that money in the bank and you show interest in those rides, it's just going to pull that money from those incentives instead of actually charging your card, which I think is nice too. It just takes it out of that bank, and you'll see that on that new layout that they've got at the bank. So those updates I like. Like I said, I'm an Android user. I think they're still having a couple little hiccups with iOS, but I noticed that today's the 9th of August. They've just put out another iOS update, so hopefully that'll fix it for you iPhone users. But overall, just wanted to do an update video. I like the new update. I think it's working. I noticed that I've got some referral incentive money in my bank this afternoon that wasn't there this morning. It's showing in my total, but it's not showing over on those other line items. I think they're probably still trying to iron out some stuff. But the important thing is reservations are coming in. I'm seeing reservations. Things seem to be working. And, kudos to those guys. They're a small company. I think they've got maybe a dozen people working there full-time. So they've been working hard. I've been sending a ton of screenshots to them through this process, things that weren't working that they thought were working, sending that to support just so they know it wasn't to complain or, to whine that, oh, it's not working, but it was, when they think that something is working and then, us out in the field are having a different viewpoint of that, it's nice for them to see. So I sent in quite a few screenshots from things that weren't quite working the way that they thought they were with their little fixes and stuff. So it looks like they've got it worked out pretty good, and I think the app's working. But I just want to do this video because, like I said, I've been a big fan of Userve. I like the platform. I think that it can be very beneficial. I think as more people promote it and more riders hear about it and try it and see it, I think that they're going to like it, and more requests are going to be coming in depending on your market. Like I said, I'm in the Denver market, and I seem to be seeing like one a day. I know it's not a ton, but it's better than none. There for a while, there was like a couple a week that I was seeing, and like I said, here lately I've been seeing about one a day, couple a day in some cases. So that's good. It's obviously getting out. Word's getting out. More drivers are coming on board. They're talking about it. And another thing on marketing too, I'll just touch really quick. I did a marketing video a while back for Userve, but the one thing that has worked wonders for me is I did get business cards early on, and I handed a ton of those out, and I just wasn't finding that people were signing up. But I have the headrest covers, and I have the little card in there that talks about Userve, and that is the best icebreaker. People get into the back seat of the car and they look at the headrest because it's the first thing they see when they get into a car. They look at that headrest and they're like, what is this Userve thing? And that is the perfect opportunity to be able to go in there and talk about what Userve is, what it does, how it can benefit them and make their travel easier. And I have gotten more people signing up because of that. people will literally take a picture, because I've got the card with my referral code in there, and people will take a picture of it. So that way they have it in their phone. They have a picture of that Userve that talks about it with my referral code in there. So even if they don't sign up right then and there, they've got a picture. So maybe a week down the road, they're flipping through their gallery and looking at their pictures, and they see that picture. They're like, oh yeah, there's that Userve thing I meant to sign up for. So if you weren't able to get headrest covers from Userve, I know that they've stopped doing that at the moment. I don't know, maybe they're planning on starting that up again. But if you can create a sign of some sort, Userve has pictures on their Facebook page that you can get, that you can, Photoshop, or if you've got a basic photo editor, you can put in your referral code. If you can get those up on your headrest so it looks nice, that, I'm telling you, is the best icebreaker to talk about it, because it's in front of them, and 90% of the time those people ask me, what is Userve? And then I get to tell them what Userve is. It's not awkward. It's not me selling them something. They asked about it. I get to tell them about it, and people seem to respond to that really well. I've had people sitting in the car on the trip that have literally gone up and signed up for it, sitting in the car right then and there. And I was even able to walk somebody through one day how they could set up a reservation, because they were going to the airport a couple days later that I could not take them. So I showed them how to set up a ride, and they set up a ride while they were still in the car right at the moment they signed up. So get those headrest covers, or make a sign and get that up that's in that view so people can see that. And I'm pretty positive people are going to start asking you about Userve, and then it allows you to give them your pitch on Userve and how it benefits the driver. I know the video's going long, so I'll wrap this up, but just want to give kudos to Userve. I know they worked their butts off when this update came out and didn't quite work. I know we were all freaking out a little bit when we went and were excited about the new update and things didn't work. So give those guys a try. If you haven't signed up for them, my referral code's in the description. It's been flashing on the video. If you have any questions about Userve, let me know. I'm pretty knowledgeable. I know there's people out there that are very knowledgeable, but if you have any questions about it, how to set it up, anything like that, check out my other videos. I did a demo Uservation on there, shows you what it looks like from both the rider side and the driver side. But definitely get signed up for it. Give it a try. You got to market it. Talk to every single rider that you have about it, especially business travelers. Tell them about it, how it can help them. And make sure they understand that Userve isn't just where they are that day. Like I said earlier, they're in 153 markets. So if those people are traveling to cities that have Userve in it, you can explain to them that you can not only set up your reservation from here getting to the airport, but you can also set up a reservation when you get to where you're going. So people tend to like that when they understand that feature, that you can use it on both sides in a lot of cases. They tend to like that. So think about how, people are going to use it, how you want to pitch it to people, and just get those signs out there so people ask you about it, and then allows you to get in there and get that pitch instead of you bringing it up to them, which sometimes we can, and I do that too. But those headrest covers, I think it's the way to go. So again, Justin with Northern Colorado Rideshare. Give Userve a shot if you haven't already. Sign up with my referral code. Get out there, get marketing it. Let me know if you have any questions. Please leave comments below. Definitely give the thumbs up. We love those thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe. I'm doing more videos, helpful videos and product reviews and things like that. So definitely do that. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that little bell so that you get notifications when a new video pops up. That way you can go check it out when it's brand new. So again, Justin with Northern Colorado Rideshare, giving those guys over at Userve a big thumbs up. I know you worked hard on that app update. I think it's working well. It seems to be working well on my side, and I look forward to talking with you guys more in the future. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.